So Matt edited a lot of these videos. He left a lot of this in.
Oh, good.
So it's kind of fun, actually.
No, I love that.
Like, we'll be walking around and talking like that whole introduction. Have you heard the podcast, Take Your Shoes Off?
Mm-mm. I like that, though. That's
nice. I'll
nice.
send you one that we were just watching. It's, they're like improv people that go on. The guy's name is Rick Glassman, and his podcast is called Take Your Shoes Off. And he's very, like, goofy, but I'll send you the one we were just watching because he tries to emulate that podcast a lot.
Oh, well,
It's
yeah,
so
I like that. Well, because you get to know like who you're listening to. It's and I feel like we have great personalities.
Yeah,
We're great people, and
people
we're
now get to
funny.
know us. Yeah,
we're funny. I think.
I think we're funny. I think I'm funny. I think you're funny. So.
I think you're funny. I think I'm funny.
I mean, that's the best part.
Sometimes I'm not always funny.
When I'm editing them and I watch the videos back, I'll come down here like when Matt was doing them, and I'm like, "What are you laughing at?" He goes, "She's just funny, dude."
Stop. That's really gonna go to my head.
Well, and I'll be like, "Well, what is she saying?" He goes, "No, it's just her."
Oh,
Yeah.
Thank you. That just made my whole day. Oh my God, I'm funny.
Oh, when I'm watching the clips, like I was doing some last night to get it like all scheduled out and whatnot. And there's some, and I just go, because the pasta story. That's what you do in it. You just do this for the first 15 seconds is this. You just start laughing trying to tell the story, dude. And it's so funny. Because you can't get it out because it's so funny to you. And then you tell it, and it is funny, but sometimes you do this, and the story's not very funny. I'm like, oh man, should I try to pretend to laugh at it? I'm just kidding.
Wait, over the years.
Oh, you can tighten these. Just go like this. Oh, nope, I lied. Oh, wait, yeah. Go
I
like
tried.
That. Like here.
Wait, over the years, because I've always liked to
You want it to be really tight?
No, I haven't done anything. It hasn't moved.
Oh, I think if you just go like, well, this will loosen it, then that'll tighten it. There's two.
Oh. I feel good. but over the years, like because I love storytelling, I have gotten I know when to stop. I've realized like I will never be that girl that doesn't know when to quit, especially in a story. So if I get to a really big buildup and then I realize like, oh my God, I'm at that buildup and there's nothing better after this.
Just stop.
I will look at the person and go, that's it. Or I will literally stop myself and go, actually, this is a bad story. I gotta get out of here. So, well, I'm glad you think I'm funny. That really is thank you. That means a lot.
Yeah. Well, welcome back. We took a couple weeks off.
We did.
It shouldn't show when we release them that we took a couple weeks off, but we did. It was the holidays. I was going to try, because our first video that we released, we say dates and times. I was going to try not to do that anymore.
Yeah,
because we're going to be releasing not at those dates or times.
Yeah, I was thinking about that today, how I was like, wow, because we're going to release on Thursdays, right?
Yeah. It's like Wednesday night into Thursday.
Okay. It feels like suddenly I was like, wow, now that we have so many stored up, Thursday feels so far away. Like you texted me and you're like, also I was like at the Mummers Parade. It's like, like on 2nd Street. And you sent me the video and I was like, my podcast is up. Like, I was like, oh, I have to really like look at this tomorrow. But now, next Thursday feels so far away. I'm so excited for episode 2.
Yeah, episode 2's North Brother Island. Or no, it's not.
What was the first one? Oh,
Dissing glass.
Yeah.
Dissing.
However you say it.
Yeah.
Hopefully we say it right in the episode.
I just made sure we spelled it right. I spelled it the way you told me to spell it, so if it's spelled wrong, yeah.
It's fine.
All right, this episode, I went a little softer. I didn't try to go too crazy or anything. It involves the federal government, massive storage facilities, multiple American presidents, welfare programs, and an absolutely unbelievable amount of cheese.
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 All right.
Today we're going to be talking about government cheese.
Is it real cheese? Will you
We'll
get
get
there?
into that. Yes.
Okay.
So I don't think this is all my notes, but I might say a little bit more about it. But if you think it's a joke, it's not.
Okay.
Because at various points in modern U.S. history, the federal government has owned hundreds of millions and at times over 1 billion pounds of cheese. Real cheese. Stored in facilities and warehouses, underground limestone caves. This is why I like the story when I first heard about it, where we store the cheese. There's literal cheese caves in America.
What?
Right now, there's over 1 billion pounds of surplus cheese sitting in storage facilities across the U.S. Some of the largest stockpiles have historically been in Missouri, especially around Kansas City and Springfield, where underground cave systems were already being used for storage because they're naturally cool, secure, and stable. So they stay at like a certain temperature year-round, so we can store it in these facilities.
Okay.
Once you know this, possibly it may permanently change how you see the world.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, this is actually covered a lot more than I thought it was too.
What?
So when I was researching, I was like, oh, a lot of people are covering this one. Every post-apocalyptic movie suddenly feels incomplete. Where's the cheese? Why isn't there anyone fighting over cheese? There should be cheese warlords. There
What?
should be
What?
a sequel called Mad Max Colby Jack Road. And here's a generally unsettling thought. Because these storage facilities are heavily guarded and sometimes poorly labeled, there is a non-zero chance that if there is a global conflict, government cheese cave could be mistaken for a strategic military installation. That's how big these caves are and how much they're well protected, which means there is a non-zero chance of a radioactive cheese disaster. This is actually covered.
What's a radioactive cheese disaster?
If like an atomic bomb goes off near these caves
and then the
makes
cheese explode
and becomes
everywhere?
Radioactive.
How does
And this is not hyperbole. This is America.
This is
actually
real?
true. Yeah.
No. This isn't a conspiracy? Well, okay, sorry. Okay. Well, no, okay.
I think at first it was.
I've heard,
But
people
now
have found the cheese?
Well, we go into why.
Okay. All
But
right,
so how did we get here? We're going right. How did the richest country on earth and end up accidentally inventing a massive cheese welfare system? The answer is milk prices.
Oh.
So when I first heard about this, it was when I was in like my pretty mean vegan era. I was one of the mean vegans, I think.
You were a mean vegan? I thought you just meant like mean machine. Like, but no, you were
Mean
not
green
nice
machine,
to
because
people.
that's all I ate was plants. I had a rebuttal for everything. And so every research, because I was in college when I was vegan, and so every research paper I wrote was like, you know, the impact on the atmosphere or the climate change and eating meat, the impact of dairy on different cultures, things like that. So that's why I first heard about this, because I do get into a little bit in this, but majority of the world's lactose intolerant, especially African Americans and Asians.
Wow.
Extremely lactose intolerant.
Okay.
Like up to like 87%.
Huh.
And then I remember my one paper was called "A Dusting of Dairy," and how they push dairy into African American culture, like ghettos and societies and things like that.
Wow.
And
This was your paper in college?
Yeah,
That's
and I would have to like
interesting.
go into like these different areas and just like take pictures of all the products, and there's just like everything says contains dairy, and the dairy causes all these different
Oh my
kinds of
gosh, that's really
problems.
fascinating. Okay, interesting.
But here's the important thing to understand right up front. Programs like government cheese and even modern food assistance programs like SNAP were not originally designed out of pure humanitarian concern. Helping poor and hungry people absolutely became part of it. But the origin story is agriculture, not charity. America had too much food. Let's rewind. In 1851, the first American cheese factory opened in Rome, New York. By the late 1800s and early 1900s, cheese production was becoming more industrial. Then in 1903, a man named James L. Kraft moved from Canada to Chicago and started selling cheese out of a wagon. A few years later, he and his brothers founded what would become Kraft Foods. We should do a conspiracy on Kraft Foods. Do you know about the conspiracy on Kraft Foods?
No.
There's like 4 major companies that own all the food in the United States.
Oh, Kraft is one of them.
Kraft is one of them.
Okay.
If you just go to follow like the tree of Kraft, and you go, they own this, they own that, they own like, it's wild.
Wow, that's interesting.
So they control your food.
Okay, gotcha.
In 1916, Kraft patented a method that changed everything, a way to process cheese that it melted evenly and didn't separate when heated. This became American cheese.
Oh.
Processed cheese was revolutionary. It was consistent, it was predictable, and most importantly, it used a lot of milk. That last part mattered because milk production was not flexible. You can't just tell a cow to slow down because demand dropped this week. At this point in U.S. history, rural America made up more than half of the population, and farmers made up more than half of rural America. Politically speaking, farmers were America. Kind of wish they still were. So when the Great Depression hit and milk prices collapsed, it was catastrophic. Farmers were producing milk at a loss. They were going bankrupt not because they were inefficient, but because the market completely collapsed. So the government stepped in. The USDA created a system called the parity price formula. The idea was simple. If the market price of milk fell below what it cost to produce, the government would help cover the difference. This ensured that farmers could survive economic disasters, wars, and recessions. In 1949, Congress then made this official with the Agricultural Act, creating a permanent price support system. This didn't just apply to dairy, it included wheat, corn, and other commodities. The logic was stable farms equals stable food supply equals stable country. For decades, this system worked, but it had one massive unintended consequence. It encouraged overproduction. So we're going to fast forward to the 1970s. Milk prices were swinging wildly. In 1977, under President Jimmy Carter, the government expanded dairy subsidies, injecting $2 billion into the dairy industry over 4 years. Suddenly, producing milk became extremely profitable, so farmers did the most rational thing imaginable. They produced as much milk as physically possible.
Wait. Jimmy Carter what? He gave $2 billion
to the dairy industry over 4 years in the 1970s.
Only the dairy industry?
Yeah.
Okay.
And very quickly, America had far more milk than it could use. Milk spoils quickly, so it had to be converted into products with longer shelf lives. That meant butter, powdered milk, and cheese. Lots of cheese. And because of the price support system, the government was obligated to buy whatever the market couldn't absorb.
Oh.
This is where people
instead of throwing away the cheese, the government was collecting it.
Under the Agricultural Act, they were obligated to buy whatever the market couldn't match. So if there was a surplus, they put into the act that since there was whenever it goes over that amount, the government has to step in to buy it.
Gotcha.
So it's forcing, or the farmers are going, well, let's just make more.
Interesting. Okay.
This is where people misunderstand what happened. The government wasn't sending trucks to grocery stores to buy cheese. Instead, they issued announcements saying, we will purchase dairy products at these prices. Producers responded, and the cheese piled up. By the early 1980s, the government was sitting on hundreds of millions of pounds of cheese, eventually surpassing 500 million pounds.
Oh my God, I blame Jimmy Carter.
For all the cheese?
Yeah, he started this ridiculousness, sounds like.
All right. I think he just passed away recently, so. Is he still alive?
I don't know.
I think he might have passed away.
I mean, if he was president in the 70s, he probably passed.
Did Reagan just pass away? Reagan came after him, I think, because I think we ended Reagan here. But
well, yeah, it would make sense that Jimmy Carter. I think you're right. I think he recently passed.
I think he might have. He ate too much.
Rest in peace. But yeah, I mean, it sounds like it's his fault.
Rest in cheese.
Rest in cheese.
So these 500 million pounds of cheese, they were stored in warehouses, refrigerated facilities, and underground caves across more than 35 states. At one point, a USDA official told the Washington Post that the cheapest and most practical solution would be to dump it all in the ocean.
What?
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand why they can't just feed.
Dude, there's so much with that.
Yeah, like, why can't they just, there's so
Luckily,
many
the suggestion didn't
hungry
become the
people.
policy, so they didn't do that.
Okay. Is it? I guess the cheese has now gone bad, so maybe they can't feed it to anyone.
Well, there's like that. That's So another thing is there's a surplus of. We have a surplus of corn and wheat every year. That happens, and do you know we ship it off to other countries? That's one thing that we do, and we have a surplus of dairy that we ship off to other countries too. Yeah, there's that whole. There's the there. I forget who said it. They were a pretty well-known individual. There's no need for starvation in this world at all, ever.
Yeah, like they're
We
just
have so much food,
yeah. They're like yeah.
but it's capitalism. It's supply
Right,
and
you
demand.
have to-
So we
right,
have
you
to
have to
when we have so
buy it.
much. Yeah, we could ship so much of our stuff to other. We do some humanitarian stuff, and we do ship it off to other countries and help out like humanitarian groups. But then it's not profitable. You know.
Thank God I'm not in corporate America. You know, when you can't I mean, we were talking about I can't hide my facial expressions. If my coworker was like, you know what we should do? Throw all the cheese into the ocean, I'd be like that would be my
'Cause
facial
we're
expression.
not
That would be
going
my
to be profitable
response.
unless we throw it in the ocean. That's kind of what they do.
That's so weird. That's so weird thinking about so much cheese in the ocean. I mean, if there's a big alien monster down there, maybe they'll be happy about it, but that's so bizarre. It's like their fish food.
It's like cheese.
It's the best day ever.
Oh,
All
man,
the
that'd be
fish
great.
might be so happy. All right, whatever. I don't think.
You ever like fish with cheese? Isn't that like an old cartoon? They like
Oh.
put a piece of cheese on the line and they catch fish with it.
I don't know. I've
I
only
knew a guy that fished with cheese actually.
Really?
Yeah, in Florida. He was this guy. His name was Jan, and he would fish in Lake Sanchez in St. Augustine. And I lived across the street from Lake Sanchez, and I would just see him there, and he would. I'd be like,
Wow,
what are
and
you
he's
using,
using
Jan? I'm using cheese.
so nice. I've only heard of like worms or other little fishies, but no, not cheese. That's cool. All right, well maybe the fish would like the cheese. I guess it's not a horrible idea. I guess something would go wrong with that much cheese in the ocean.
You know how they make foie gras?
What is that?
Oh, it's is it
Frogwa?
foie gras?
Fogwa?
Foie gras?
Frogwa?
Foie gras?
Frog.
I think it's fatty duck liver.
Oh,
You know what I'm talking about?
I mean,
Oh.
sure, I can.
Oh, it's terrible how they do it. And it's banned in a lot of countries. You can still get it in the U.S. in certain places, but they stuff the. I think it's duck definitely, but they use it. They do it with other birds as well, but they stuff cheese down their throat, and they basically over fatten them to the point that you're creating this really fatty. I'm pretty sure it's liver. We should look it up because
look
I
it
should
up.
know this.
That's so sad.
But it's known as a delicacy.
Ugh,
And
well,
foie gras, what is it?
I don't like animal fat. Like I don't. If I'm
it's-
eating a steak, I don't like the fatty part. So
Oh, well, okay, so it's foie gras is a luxury food product made from the fattened liver of duck or goose, meaning fatty liver in French. It is known for its rich, buttery flavor. But basically, they just look what it looks like.
ew.
But they they basically give it fatty liver disease.
Oh.
And then you eat it.
That's sad. All right. Well,
Like PETA hates it.
PETA
PETA, like people
from
like
the Hunger
humanity.
Games?
PETA. No, I think PETA can afford it now because he won.
He won. Right.
Yeah. His whole stance on all 4 movies is just, I hate foie gras.
I hate frog. I hate fatty duck.
No, PETA, like the people against the treatment of animals, people for the ethical treatment of animals.
Gotcha.
Yeah, like that's a thing that they got banned in many countries.
Oh, well, that's good.
But like Gordon Ramsay still tries. He keeps on his menu in like England, I think, and certain restaurants in Florida, in America. I think you can get it at this one. There's just one restaurant around here. We'll get back into government cheese in a second. It's over in Warminster, but there's ostrich, elk.
Oh,
there's
really interesting things.
Yeah.
Have you gone?
No,
Oh,
but I'd like to.
Yeah.
I'll try it. I'll
Are you,
try everything.
you don't know the name of it?
I do.
Oh, you do? Oh, we're just not gonna say.
It's in my notes.
Oh,
But
okay, good. All right.
it's I'll find it. But
Okay. Well, that's cool. It's right around here. I guess that's cool. I mean, unless they're doing things like this. But
I think it's Villa Barillo.
okay, that's cool.
So things reached a breaking point when the Secretary of Agriculture physically brought a 5-pound brick of government cheese to a White House event. He said the cheese was moldy. It was deteriorating. He showed it to reporters and said, "We own 60 million of these. It's mild. It's moldy. We can't find a market for it, and we're trying to give some of it away." This was happening during a recession. President Ronald Reagan had taken office in 1981 and had pledged to reduce the federal food assistance programs. But once the public realized the government was hoarding mountains of cheese while people were struggling to eat, the position became politically impossible. So in December 1981, Reagan announced that the government would release 30 million pounds of cheese to Americans indeed. This marked the beginning of what people now call government cheese. Powdered milks. I've never heard any rap songs regarding government cheese. Powdered milk could not be shipped overseas. Cheese could. Powdered milk could be shipped overseas over cheese. Cheese couldn't. So it had to be distributed domestically. Manufacturers repackaged the cheese into 5-pound blocks. These were distributed through the Temporary Emergency Food Assistance Program to food pantries, senior centers, schools, low-income households.
The moldy cheese is what we're talking about.
The non-moldy. Well, it was getting moldy. That's why they said we have so much of it, we need to get rid of it.
Yeah.
So that guy brings the moldy cheese and says, "We're losing money every day. It's getting moldier." So that's when they set up all these programs.
Oh God.
So in 1984, the U.S. government was storing roughly 5 pounds of cheese for every American, about 1.2 billion pounds total. People who grew up with government cheese remember it vividly. Huge brick-shaped blocks, an unmistakable day-glow orange color, a taste often described as somewhere between mild cheddar and Cheese Whiz. People either loved it or hated it. There was no middle ground. But government cheese wasn't just food. It became a symbol, a visible marker of poverty. If it was in your fridge, it quietly told anyone who saw it that your family was struggling. Writers who grew up with it describe a mix of gratitude and humiliation. It kept families fed, but it also marked them. You didn't get choices, you got cheese. There was another issue that rarely got discussed at the time, lactose intolerance. Also, you know, like Velveeta? Velveeta is like an original government cheese. Like that melty type of brick cheese. Kraft cheese is a government cheese.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
Lactose intolerance is the issue no one discussed. According to studies, about 80% of Asians, over 50% of Latinos, and a significant portion of African Americans are lactose intolerant, compared to roughly 20% of white Americans. And those same groups were disproportionately represented in welfare programs. So for many people, the free food, it didn't just taste bad, it caused real physical discomfort. I know. Over time, government cheese entered pop culture. It showed up in stand-up comedy, SNL skits, hip-hop lyrics from New York, Philly, and Compton. It became shorthand for struggle. A cultural reference everyone understood. By the 1990s, dairy markets stabilized. Milk prices fell. Overproduction slowed. And government cheese mostly disappeared. But the underlying system never went away. Today, milk production is more efficient than ever thanks to genetics, technology, and massive dairy operations. Liquid milk consumption is down. Cheese consumption is up. But mostly artisan and specialty cheese is not processed in America. And once again, America is sitting on more than 1 billion pounds of surplus cheese. Since 2016, the government has stepped back in, buying tens of millions of pounds of surplus cheese and distributing it through assistance programs. So here we are, millions of Americans facing food insecurity, dairy farmers struggling with low prices, warehouses full of cheese. Some argue distributing it is a win-win. Others argue it creates dependency or ignores what people actually want or need. And that tension, it makes it's what makes government cheese such a perfect American food. One thing we are incredibly good at is producing things. Sometimes we produce too much. And sometimes the solution to that problem is 5 pounds of extremely orange cheese. That is the story of government cheese. So there's also the theories of when we go into surpluses of cheese, that's when all the ads come out for Got Milk. That's when we were struggling. Got Milk ads come out, and we had a surplus of dairy. I believe it was Domino's was about to go bankrupt in 2007 or 2009, one of those, late 2000s. Government stepped in because we had a surplus of cheese, and that's when we got like stuffed crust pizza, double cheese. So the dairy industry starts working with the government saying, all right, how are we going to push out more cheese?
Oh my God. Well, I still have some thoughts. Cheese, molding cheese. It continues to get moldy very quickly, like within hours, like within an hour. Like every minute that goes by, it's just getting moldier. So how are they then like distributing this fast enough? Like it makes me think that they're just giving out bad cheese to
people.
Yeah, to like the low income.
I think it's all processed, right? So they add like different kind of
like they like
antibiotics maybe or
reprocess
something.
it.
Well, they must be adding some kind of preservatives
Yeah, but it was already getting moldy.
before it gets moldy. I guess they do this.
Oh, I guess.
But this, I think, was like
That's so much cheese. Like I can barely even get like a few out of my fridge without it. I'm like, oh my God.
Well, I feel like then
how
you can
would
tell it's
they-
maybe more real cheese. Because like there's some cheese that just does not
Yeah.
go bad. There's some cheese that lasts a long time. And then there's other cheese that my mom buys this one like cheddar cheese, and it's like even mild to sharp, and you open that thing and like 7 days later it's starting to go bad.
Yeah.
It's starting to get moldy.
Yeah.
But there is one thing I researched. There was this guy, when they first started doing this, they didn't know exactly what kind of cheese to turn it into, and they found that cheddar cheese was their best solution because of how like not antimicrobial, but it was the least to mold as quick. So a lot of the government
Cheddar?
cheese that they were pushing out was actually came in these American blocks that were American cheese, but it was originally cheddar. And there was a guy that they would send down into these caves, and the caves would be like 17-acre caves.
Oh my God.
Sometimes 17 to 18 feet tall.
Whoa.
And just stacked with cheese. Yeah, I want to tour him. But he
Yeah,
would
like,
have to go down, and he would use this tool that, like the scraper on the side of you would like scrape crumbs off a table. He would use that, and it punctures within the cheese, and it takes out a little tube, and he was a cheese taster. So it created these cheese tasters.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so wait. Yeah, can
some
you
good comes
go
from it.
like where? Okay, so you said like Springfield, Kentucky, is that what you said?
It's
Minnesota?
Kansas, Missouri.
Did you know that there's a Springfield in every
Yeah.
state? So yeah, so anyway, so I was right in all the states. Anyway, okay. So what'd you say, Missouri?
Yeah. Kansas City, Missouri. Springfield.
Okay. So yeah, why don't they do from being in the tour business, why don't they do tours
Yo,
for
you should
it?
start up the cheese tours.
Yes, well, it sounds like they're heavily guarded and you can't. Like, why are they so heavily guarded? Like, what's the big deal?
I guess they're really guarding money. If they got
I
billions of
guess.
dollars, 1.2 billion pounds of cheese, how much was that cheese? And so they're really just guarding billions of. How many other things?
I have a theory suddenly. You know how they say like there's like what is like Mount Rushmore is guarding our gold or something, or like where our gold is somewhere.
Fort Knox.
Okay. Fort Knox.
I think so.
So
I don't
what
know.
if no, I think you're right. So what if there was no gold and it was actually just a metaphor and it's
For
the blocks of
cheese.
cheese?
Just gold cheese. We told you it was gold.
Yeah, it's good. It's a block of gold.
Oh, it's
edible,
the same
too.
thing. It's the guy's just eating it. It's just cheese.
That would be a cool movie idea, a little bit. Like, I mean, I could
they
definitely
bust
see.
open the doors and they're
Yeah.
like, we weren't lying. It's fucking cheese, dude.
I could. Oh my God! Part of me wishes that was like a part of like Stranger Things, where they like, because there's all this government stuff, and then they're like, they think like, what if it's like Area 51 is just a cave of cheese? It's not really aliens.
Oh man, they're like loaded up.
Yes. And this is the financial backing for the entire United States. Is cheese.
I think there's movies and shows like Walking Dead. I think they end up finding these caves.
Is it filled with cheese?
Yeah, I think they go
And
looking
then
for
they
it.
eat it?
Movies
Oh, yeah,
and
well, that makes
shows.
sense. That would make sense because, yeah, you said that, like, oh, wait, did you say that no. You were talking about if a bomb hit these caves, it could really turn into. So what would happen? It would make it radioactive. Why? Why would it? Is that just like.
I think just the bomb makes anything radioactive.
Oh, okay. But then, like, what? So what's the big deal, though? It's in the cave. So are they thinking that the cheese would explode all over everyone and be radioactive?
There's an official trailer for an Apple TV show called Government Cheese.
What?
Government Cheese is now streaming on Apple TV. Underground cheese caves. The shocking origin. So that's kind of what we talked about.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. What's your favorite kind of cheese?
So if there was like one cheese I could live with for the rest of my life.
I mean, I don't know. Sure.
Oh.
It's like,
Tough question.
If you're like looking at
God, man,
a
you shouldn't have asked
spread,
that.
if you're looking at a spread, which cheese do you go for?
Man, like, well, because like I'll always love mozzarella and provolone.
Yeah,
Definitely.
mozzarella. Yeah.
It's so hard. That's such a hard question.
Really?
Do you have one? You have a favorite cheese?
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, here's my thing. I don't think about cheese that much, which is funny because like I actually live across from a cheese shop and like almost worked there, and actually I ended up like, funny enough, like I like because they're the bosses at my job, like, or where I worked for a long time, so they're like, yeah, of course you can come work here. But then so I was working at their wine shop, and I was like, okay, solid. I can learn 16 wines, like no problem. The number of cheeses. And this wasn't even a lot. Like the number of cheeses that were there, they were like, there's 36 that you need to learn. You need to learn like how they were cultured, what animal they came from, what region of the world they came from, all these different things. Like a backstory to each and every one. And this is 36, which again, like someone I was working with was like, oh yeah, I was working in a shop that had 52. And I was like, and I literally was like, okay. And I had a lot of jobs at the time. And I just like texted my boss and I was like, I don't think I'm right for the job.
Did you get to try the cheese?
Oh yeah, we did like tastings and it was really fun. And it's so good, but I don't think about cheese like that much, so I don't really know. But you know what I can say? Yes, I know my favorite.
Oh,
my
okay.
favorite is like when like a charcuterie board has like the blueberry goat cheese.
See, now, okay, we get goat cheese then. But then
Yeah,
there's all
goat
these
cheese is
different
the
things you can make to it.
Yeah.
Because
that's
I'll go to
the best.
Wegmans on Sunday and sometimes they just do cheese tastings and I just stand there.
Yeah.
And they hand me, and there was one that was a blueberry goat cheese or something.
Yeah,
It was
with the
so
blueberries.
good.
It's so good.
So good.
Oh my God, it's getting me excited.
Like port wine cheese. I could just eat that on crackers
yes.
forever.
Yes.
I can eat bricks of Parmesan cheese.
Uh,
I can.
Yeah,
do you
yeah,
ever
yeah.
do it?
no, but they like, that's
Go get like
definitely
a
thing.
$17 triangular piece of
Yeah.
Parmesan cheese. I'll just sit there and eat it
Really? Without anything?
without anything.
Or like you could put like honey on that.
You ever see
It's
that
so
there's
good.
like there's like more protein in Parmesan cheese than like a protein bar?
What?
Yeah.
That's cool.
But there's a crap ton of fat.
Yeah.
But
I should
in, like,
start. I kind of
4
want to gain some
ounces
weight.
of-
I should eat that.
Oh yeah, just eat cheese. If I want to gain weight, I eat cheese.
Yeah, but all right, yeah. Yeah, a friend of mine who I was trying to gain weight and he was like helping me. He was like asking me all these questions and he was like, honestly, he's like, just drink a glass of milk with every meal that you have
Totally.
and like you'll be fine. I was like, okay. I love milk.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Just
I
the
drink it
up
straight.
milk?
Yeah, no. When Joe, every single time I pour out a glass of milk for myself, Joe goes like this. He's like, he'll be like, "Is that milk?" I'm like, "Yeah." I will drink a glass. It's my daily delight. I love a glass of milk.
I love chocolate milk.
Yeah, that too.
Do you drink a glass of milk every day?
No, not every day. I would like to. Like again, I'm trying to like put on some pounds, and I would like to drink milk every day. But
There's 11 grams of protein in 1 ounce of Parmesan cheese. 1 ounce. So 1 cup. Wait a second. I don't know if this makes sense because 1 cup says there's 38 grams. But if there's 1 ounce and there's 8 ounces to 1 cup, shouldn't that mean there's 88 grams?
I don't know.
This is wrong, I think. Or I'm an idiot and I'm not doing the math
No,
right.
I don't know.
But there's like, so I think it's like 2 to 1 though on fat. I think it's like for every, 1 gram of protein, there's 2 grams of fat.
Jeez.
When I used to have to gain weight, my cousin would do this really more so. When you have to gain weight for like football, he would just do like 4 tablespoons of peanut butter and a glass of milk. And then his dad would wake him up at 2 a.m. and just force him to eat more protein and peanut butter and milk at like 2 a.m. So his body was never slowing down. It was just constantly fat.
Oh, I need to get back to peanut butter.
Well, then you should.
Yeah, I should. I know. I haven't been eating very well. Anyway, that's another story. But I love dairy. I love cheese. Oh, the other cheese that I really like is pepper jack. Like if I had it.
No.
You don't like pepper jack?
I don't know why.
I love it. Like that's kind of my go-to on like sandwiches and stuff. Like on like if I get like an egg and cheese on a bagel and they have pepper jack, I'm going to go for pepper jack over.
What are you doing on a cheesesteak?
I just whatever they have. I do
Yeah.
Cheese Whiz.
I do Cheese Whiz. I get made fun of for it. I was like, isn't
No.
that like what we do?
Yeah. Whiz.
Yeah, but others, no. My little sister's straight American. People do. I watch it come through. This one busboy does mozzarella and provolone on the cheesesteak. I gotta start doing it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like
I think that's good.
combining your cheeses really upgrades
Italian
your
sandwich.
life.
I'm doing provolone. Italian hoagie, provolone.
Mm-hmm.
On a burger, I might do American.
Yeah, American. I don't like cheddar cheese.
I don't love cheddar cheese. I think I've just eaten too much of it.
Yeah, and now that I think about it, now all I'm going to see is government cheese, and I'm going to be like, that's moldy cheese from the caves. That's all I'm going to think.
Yeah, that's what you're going to think. But then I love Swiss on things. I'm a big fan. Do you ever see how they make Swiss?
No.
It's like shot with these enzymes, and that's what creates the holes.
Oh.
So it's the enzymes that are actually pushing away at the
Oh, that's cool. Yeah,
cheeses.
it's very cool.
Like even that we were talking about the different cheeses, different places. I think like you can get Parmesan is only you can get from a certain part of Italy, and then you have Reggiano, which is from a different part, and they taste different. I could be butchering this, but it has to do with like the way the wind travels through and carries certain.
Wow.
I don't know how it pollinates I don't fucking know.
No,
But
you are
it's
right.
what the cow eats in that area.
Yeah.
They're like right near each other, but it eats different. Like
Yeah.
They're right next to each other, but it creates a different cheese out of the cow or the goat.
Well, again, since I went through the training of potentially working at a cheese shop, yes, you're correct. And actually, crazy enough, I kind of put these two concepts together because, you do wine, you do wine and cheese pairings. That's very common. Actually, crazy enough, wine and cheese has a very similar, upbringing, where, wine. So some of my favorites, stories about the wine that we had, there was one that's from Sicily. Now, if you get, if Joe and I are out at a restaurant and he's like, I don't know what I'm looking at. We're looking at a wine list. He's like, I don't know what I'm looking at. If you get a Sicilian white wine, fun fact, it's probably going to taste salty, but that's because it's right by the sea. It's literally salty from the salty air in Sicily. So their water's salty-ish, the air is salty, so the wine or the grapes are kind of salty when they come out. So it's very similar to the way the cheese, it very much matters where the cow or the goat or sheep is and what they're eating, and it will directly influence, and the soy, like, well, all the things anyway, and it'll directly influence the cheese and how it tastes.
Do you know about casomorphins?
No.
So casomorphins are this is why people are addicted to cheese. You ever feel like, I just can't stop eating cheese? Or people like when people will go like vegan, they're like, the hardest thing to get over is not eating cheese.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I guess maybe not. I just heard that.
Well,
but
you were a vegan. You would know better than me. I'm just
I did as a dare though,
reacting.
so I was like, I can just do this, and then it lasted years. But no, there's a thing in human beings create it. Anyone who creates anything that's creating milk is creating inside the milk. It's called casomorphins. It's they attach to your opiate receptors in your brain. So it is what draws the calf or whatever animal it is, or the human child back to the teat to drink the milk. It's creating like a euphoric effect.
Ah.
So
Interesting.
It has addictive properties.
Wow.
So when you're eating cheese, you're eating casomorphins, and that is the addictive property that if anyone says they're addicted to cheese, it's because of the casomorphins.
Wow. Huh. That's interesting. I how do you eat string cheese?
So I start by peeling it.
Okay, good.
And then I
Oh, and then
sometimes if I tried it sometimes it's one big, I'll only do a few strings, and that'll be the full extent of the cheese. Other times I really like the really thin, as many thin threads as I can get.
Yeah.
But there is times I just like to eat it.
You
like
just
that.
bite it?
I will.
No. That's crazy.
I love string cheese though.
Me
It's
too.
mozzarella.
Oh yeah. I didn't think about that, but yeah, that makes sense.
You ever make like mozzarella sticks out of it?
No.
That's like all a mozzarella stick is, I think.
I don't even know how
It's
to make a
breaded string
mozzarella stick.
Just take the string cheese, go flour, egg, batter, and then put it into the oil, and you have mozzarella stick out of string cheese.
Wow.
Yeah, mozzarella sticks are good.
Wow. That's pretty crazy. You're making me really want a fried Oreo. I don't know why, but suddenly I'm like, I want a fried Oreo.
With milk?
Yes. I will drink milk with ice cream. I do dairy on dairy, and that was what my roommate, like, she had it. She was like, I can't even look at you in the past.
I don't want to ruin your milk experience, so I do want me to say something.
No.
Okay.
Wait, what? Well, I don't think I'll stop drinking
vegan
milk.
take. This is the well, it shouldn't, because do you know about like the pus and blood that's in milk? Do you know about this? This is like one of those takes that would stop me from drinking dairy or eating cheese. So the government allows, or the USDA allows, which I guess is a government, a certain percentage of pus and blood. It's like a certain, whatever the unit of measurement is, of pus and blood that's allowed in how many fluid ounces of milk.
Ew.
Because, I mean, it's coming from an animal.
Yeah. I know. Like, if I think about, like, yeah. Like, even when I see, like, raw steak, or not raw steak, but, like, if I see cooked steak on the plate and there's, like, a lot of blood coming out of it, I'm like, that's blood. That's
I don't
blood.
think it's blood, though. Yeah, I don't think that's blood. I don't think that's blood. I don't know.
That's blood.
Is it blood that comes out of a steak? Let's see. No, the red liquid that comes out of steak is not blood.
What is it?
It's a mixture of water and myoglobin and oxygen storing protein that gives meat its red color.
Oh. All right, well, this is making me feel better then.
Yeah, it's not bloody.
All right, because I was like a little bit, like I have a hard time. I'm like, Wait, so you became vegan off of a dare?
A book and a dare. My sister read a book and was like, hey, and we were always trying to do exercise, trying to improve our exercise or something like that. And I was probably like 240 pounds at the time, and I was just like lifting heavy. And like that was my goal. I was just going to lift heavy. And but I was also trying to get back into running at the time. and I couldn't run at that weight. Well, I could, but it just didn't feel good. And she reads this book called The Beauty Detox by Kimberly Snyder, and she reads it and says, "Hey, read it. Let me know what you think." And it's the 3 stages to go, basically vegan. And she tells you if you're gonna eat anything plant based or animal based, it's got to be like goat cheese. But she says, do it for 6 weeks. The first 2 weeks is getting used to it. The the second week was adjusting to it, and the third week was like flipping of your cells, that you'll start to just not crave the things that you used to crave.
Oh, cool.
So we do it for 6 weeks, and I'm down weight, crazy amounts of energy. And I was like, this is wild. Like, all right. So we extended out to 3 months, and I was down like 25 pounds, and I was like, this is by just eating.
Yeah.
So, and then we had a run that we signed up for. And then I stayed, and then I read like 13 books in 6 months on the topic, and was like, I got this. I can keep staying vegan. I thought I could have kept doing it, and and then after 3.5 years of full vegan, like no honey, anything, because that's comes from bees, I started eating cheese.
Really? That's what you went back to? Was
Pizza.
cheese?
It was like a slice of pizza. I don't know exactly what it was, but then I ate it's just so much pizza.
Pizza got you?
And then for another 3.5, I was vegetarian. So
okay.
for total 7 years.
That's amazing. What brought you back to meat?
I think a breakup,
Oh.
and then I ate like a 24-ounce ribeye. a piece
You
of-
took yourself out for Valentine's Day is
at
what you
Capital
did.
Grill.
Yeah.
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 And it was
That's great.
a piece of sea bass and crab. Like I ate all this at once. And I was
Wow.
like, yeah.
You didn't get sick from that?
No.
You just had a
Fine.
great time.
That was fine. That might be a myth too. Unless I think I have a steel stomach though.
Did
Irish
you-
stomach, whatever that.
Did you love the taste of it? Or you're like, it's good, but...
Well, one, I don't love the steaks at Capital Grill because they're too thick. I don't really love a thick steak. I don't need it to be like that. But yeah, I did. And it was, but then it was weird. It felt like almost like a relapse where I was like, oh, well, maybe I should just go back to being vegetarian for a little bit. So then I was trying to do it, and then I just ended up eating meat over and over again. But now I eat, which is weird. I still go through periods where I'll go a week or two just eating vegetarian.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Now it changed the way I think about food though forever, because I'm
Yeah,
very
that's
more
amazing.
conscious about now, because I was so strict. I was like 185 pounds, 187 pounds when I was vegan.
Mm-hmm.
At 6'4", pretty skinny.
Yeah.
So, but I was like, I wanted to know everything about the food I was eating.
Mhm,
So, it changed the way I view food.
Yeah, that's great. No, I had a roommate who was vegan, and I lived with her for like 3 years. And she loved to cook. Like I kind of struggle with that. I just don't like. I like it, but if I'm busy and I enjoy other projects, so I'm doing those, and then I'm like, so I eat Uncrustables a lot. But I
Love
I
Uncrustables.
love Uncrustables.
Yeah.
But she was, I have one in my bag right now, but but she would cook and I would then clean afterwards. But I loved the meals that she made. Like she was like the best version of vegan that I had ever met, because she would eat very heartily. Like she loved food. She loved cooking, and she would substitute a lot. And she taught me how to make the best mac and cheese. Like I still aim. Have you ever done this? Like speaking of cheese, but like made mac and cheese with cashews?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, like that was so awesome. And
I
she
make
would like teach me how to make the sauce.
I make a ricotta
Jesus.
cheese with cashews.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's so cool to me. And I was like, and for me, like, yeah, I have stomach issues. Like I can drink milk. I can drink like 2% milk or whatever, fine. But anything cream based, like anything creamy is going to mess me up a bit. And yeah, so suddenly I was like, oh my God, I can eat like mac and cheese without feeling horrible after. I actually feel great. That was cool. That was much better.
Yeah, the joke is if you're going to go vegan, you're going to have to learn to become a cook. Because
Yeah.
just to support it. I mean, there's also really unhealthy vegans because Oreos are vegan. They're oil-based. So, and there's so many things that are just very unhealthy. And it's weird. I was doing it in like 2017-ish, where it was like kind of starting to become a thing, but we didn't have all the fake meats at that time. Like you had pretty much like 5 different ones that you could choose from. So you had to learn to cook all your own stuff for the most part. Now there's all there's a whole freezer section of these mock meats.
Yeah,
that make it easier. But I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not against it. I still don't know if I believe in all the points that I was learning though, the agriculture stuff, and but I don't know. I don't know what humans were meant to do either. If we were supposed to be vegetarian or not.
Yeah, I've heard stuff like that, and I'm like, well, yeah, I don't know. I don't know enough about it, but I've heard people say that, and I think my initial reaction is like, no, I think we eat meat. No, we can get a little philosophical about it because it's like, they talk about teeth, right? Teeth is a big thing. Like our teeth
I know
are
all
not
the talking points. Yeah.
Yeah, but then I'm like, but our brains give us the capability to create weaponry, which like other animals don't have that level of intelligence to do to the extent that we do. So doesn't it sort of negate the point of the teeth because we can create something?
I think it's the teeth in the jaw because we have a grinding motion like a cow and other herbivores. That's what it is. We have the jaws of a herbivore.
Huh.
Where we can grind back and forth, where carnivores like a lion or a tiger, they can only go up and down. They cannot grind left or right. Dogs can't go left or right. Yeah, we can go left. So we can chew our food.
Right.
Fiber, we can get it down where the carnivores can't.
Huh.
But do you think we created tools to hunt animals or to protect ourselves or to kill?
I would say, well, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's like I feel like to hunt probably would be my guess is the first thing.
I don't know. I'm sure there's an answer for that.
A theoretical, yeah. I don't know.
But I don't know. I used to judge pretty hard about people who still eat meat. I got pretty deep into it. I wouldn't like always verbally put it out there, but I would. It was bad. I'd like in my head, I'd be like, "How are you eating these chickens?" Like, you know how many chickens had to die to get a dozen wings? 6.
6.
Like, where's the other parts of the chicken?
It does make me sad. I'm not like I think about this a lot because I love Survivor, and there's like a part of the show where they're like, you can win chickens. And an event and like they like kill them, or they're killing like if they find any like the season 2, the guy found a wild pig and killed it, like stabbed it to death, killed it, and they ate it, which was like great for their tribe. And like, also season 2 was like crazy. I told you about it already. It was like they're in the Australian outback, and honestly, I'm like, oh my God, they looked like they were gonna die. So like, okay, the guy got a pig and it was good, great, awesome, but. I would, and then it's funny because like on the show, it's not funny, but you see on the show how like some of the tribe members will judge the other tribe members if they like have a hard time watching, the killing of the animal or like the defeathering of the chicken or the chopping of the head. And I'm like, I would not. And if I put myself in, if I'm on Survivor, I want to win Survivor and I don't want to be judged. So I'm like, oh my God, would I be able to fake being okay with this? I would definitely have a hard time. I'd be like, I'd be like I would struggle with that. I would struggle for sure.
So there's that, God, I had so many, anytime people challenge me on it, I had points like that. Like, if you are a carnivore, kill your own food. Like you get it in this nicely packaged item on the shelf.
Yeah.
You didn't have to go through you didn't have to watch the suffering or anything. So you're kind of dissociated from it. I don't know. I don't know. I guess you would just get used to it. Like if you had to hunt for your own food, you'd be fine.
Yeah, I think so. In a survival aspect, yeah. Like, who I really relate to? a movie character that I feel I resonate with Katniss Everdeen every now and
She
then.
hunts though.
She does for survival, and she's badass. And so I think, yeah,
lot of
for
birds.
survival, I'd be like, okay, get it done, do it. And obviously, like in that instance too, there isn't suffering. Like you are killing to eat, and there is a purpose to it, which happens in the cycle of life always, like in Survivor's way. But like in our way of capitalism and consumption and just like buying it from the supermarket and the way that they are overproducing, like there is suffering in that environment where they are like, yeah, shoving cheese down ducks' throats. Like they're doing horrible things to these animals and they're suffering there. Where
It did change the way I felt about animals though when I was vegan. It made me. I remember at 3 months or so, I just had this like little switch where just I cared about every animal.
yeah. Wait, did I? Sorry, don't mean to interrupt you.
That was it.
Yeah, I'm thinking about these stories about like I told you the story of the groundhog, baby groundhog.
No, did you kill it?
No, but my dog did.
Oh,
And I was so, this was during COVID, so I wasn't that young. Like I was, out of college already. And I bring that up because I was so upset watching my dog. I tried to stop my dog, but she like wasn't listening. And she had the baby groundhog in her mouth, like in her, and she shook it to death. And it was so awful. Like for me, I really was very upset witnessing that. And I was mostly upset because my mom works from home. And when I say that I was screaming at the top of my lungs outside, I could have been being abducted. And I came in. Now the deed has been done. The groundhog is dead. No one came out to help me. My brother was also home. No one came out to help me. And I went inside. And at this point now, I'm just mad at my family because I'm like, did you hear my screaming? You can hear everything in that house. Like, did you hear my mom went, yeah. Oh, yeah. I thought you were just like, I don't know what she thought. So I'm like, I'm screaming bloody murder. And you didn't.
Bloody murder was happening.
Yeah. And you didn't think to come check at all? What if I was abducted? Like now I'm mad. Now I'm crying and I'm mad, like yelling at her. What if I was being abducted? Oh my God, there's a baby groundhog out there and it's dead. And the dogs are out there. I was like, get the dogs. And I was crying so much that my mom made my brother. We gave the groundhog like a proper funeral. My brother comes walking out there. I'll never forget it with a shovel, like so mad. And he like digs a hole and we like gave it a proper burial. Anyway, yeah, I also went. I mean, and I've never been vegan, but I've always eaten meat. But like, oh my God, I hit a switch like in college where I was like, I felt bad for every living thing, and then I was like attaching emotion to non-living things, like that chair. If you want to throw away a chair, I'm like, oh, the poor chair. Like, why are you doing that? One time, my college boyfriend was walking past these flowers, and he went to pick a flower for me. Very sweet gesture, but he ripped the entire plant out of the ground. And I looked at him and went, why would you do that?
Put it back.
Plant another flower. So I don't think I could handle the chicken being killed, survive it very well. But I would swallow it. I would try to not swallow it, meaning like I would just shush about it and try my best.
It.
Well, I would eat it. Yeah, I would eat it. You have to. Survival. But anyway, I do think it's funny on this topic of government cheese that what brought you out of veganism is cheese.
I'm pretty sure it was definitely because you know how many things you can't eat. Like you can't eat a lot of chips because there's dairy in a lot of chips. You can't eat a lot of. It was a lot going out at the time was kind of difficult. If you were just vegetarian, being vegetarian opens the door to so much more. Like you can get all the pasta dishes, things like that, just without meat or anything. So being vegetarian made it so much easier.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was It became very easy when you're like you really just learn what you can and cannot do, and you cook most of your meals. And I felt like I was super healthy.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, the only like dietary thing I ever did was I went gluten-free for a little while, for like 6 months, I think.
Why?
And we were trying out autoimmune. Like I have my autoimmune disorder,
yeah.
so we were trying that
I was
out.
about to make fun of you, then I forgot you had that.
God.
Yeah.
But be nice to me. But no, yeah. So I tried that, but I will say I had the worst hangovers ever during that 6-month period of my life.
Oh, like you would drink alcohol and not eat gluten? Is that what you're saying? Or are they like gluten?
I would be
hangovers?
like gluten. Oh, I'd be gluten free. No. Like I was drinking, but I would still try and be gluten free with my alcohol too. So I was only drinking tequila and wine. Jesus Christ.
Oh, because the alcohol was you
Yeah.
needed that to be gluten free.
Yeah, and I was also not like I'm not eating like bread and stuff, which for hangovers is like pretty helpful. Like it's soaking up this stuff. So I'm only eating whatever I was eating, and then I would go out with my friends. I'm living in Philly. Like, oh my God, I would be hungover. I would be hungover before I even went to bed. Like have a horrible migraine, and I'd be like just feeling horrible. So that's actually why I kind of stopped, not for drinking, but in general. I was like, bread never gave me the problem. So like, what am I doing? Like, I just was like, so I kind of like slowly introduced it back in. And I was also like really skinny. Like I was, I'm already tiny, and I was like dropping weight a lot. And I was like, I don't want to be dropping weight a lot. Like I didn't feel very healthy. So I was like, I don't want to be doing this. And so I kind of brought it back in. And now the only thing that I just don't touch is beer.
Beer.
That is my dietary restriction.
Okay.
Is beer. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. All right. Well, that's government cheese.
I really like this topic. I think it was.
It doesn't always have to be a dark conspiracy or
Yeah.
any kind of conspiracy. It could be
Just like a cool, fun topic.
You got smarter.
We got smarter. Now
Yeah.
I'm like, I keep imagining like these big caves with piles of gold blocks, but it's cheese.
Yeah, I want to go to them.
Yeah, I do too. I should tell my friend who owns the cheese shop. Be like, hey, there are these caves, and if it could be a business expense for her to go. Yeah, she might. Yeah, and then to travel there to them could be a little business trip for her.
We could make a movie about breaking into these cheese caves.
Oh, that's right. I forgot that they are heavily guarded and there aren't tours. Well, maybe I could pitch it to them. Hey,
The guards?
you'll make money. The government can make some money off of some
Make
tours.
some money.
And they have the easiest souvenir shop. Just sell the cheese. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Just sell
All
it.
kinds of cheese.
All
Any way you
kinds.
want it.
Yep. Anyway. All different kinds. They could do the tastings. They could have a whole business. I don't know what they're doing.
You're right. Go with the history of government cheese.
Yeah.
They'd have like Snoop Dogg has a rap song about it. Kendrick Lamar does.
It makes me think that it's not cheese and that it is gold that they have
That
down
these
there.
caves, Fort Knox is filled with cheese.
Yeah, or like the other way around, where they're just telling one, nobody fear, it's just cheese, like no reason to look over here, but it's all of the country's gold. Like,
What? Oh, so the cheese is actually gold?
Yeah. Like I'm now flipping it on the other way.
Oh, I like the other way.
Yeah,
That the
well-
gold is actually cheese.
Yeah, but like imagine that.
You just see like the president like crying like because he gets found out and it's like, what's the problem? It's fucking cheese.
It's our fucking cheese. They found
Our gold's
it.
fucking cheese.
No, but I actually think it's a more realistic conspiracy conspiracy theory, not to like, I know you're like, this is just a fun topic, not conspiracy theory, but I'm making a conspiracy theory. Let's make one. Like that, it's our country's gold. And they're just trying to like tell everyone, no, we had this surplus of cheese and we put it all down in the caves. Don't worry. It's just cheese. And don't blow it up, please, because it'll become radioactive And nobody wants exploding radioactive cheese, right? And like, and they're just telling everyone that, but it's actually all of our gold in these caves. I feel like that would make so much more sense.
There's images.
Yeah, can I see?
Yeah, you can. Well, I already knew about the Parmesan and stuff. This seems like a lot of just Parmesan. Cheese Caves, America. It just looks like a bunch of Parmesan right now. I guess that's probably not Parmesan, it's Reggiano.
Holy mackerel. 1.4 billion pounds of cheese.
Yeah.
Wow, look at those.
I know. We should.
Wow.
It's pretty organized, to be honest. I thought it would just be stacked up in there, like they just toss it in.
Me too. I thought it was like wrapped in blocks.
Oh, here's a picture that they have a whole entrance to it, like trucks coming in and out of the underground caves. You're just gonna have to believe me.
I believe you, yeah.
Inside Missouri's infamous caves. No, I guess like no animals get in there and stuff. There was also one thing that I found. They were just trying to get rid of this cheese. They were just putting it in barrels in Chicago, and they were just handing it out to people in the streets because they just didn't know what to do with the cheese. Like, this is what an entrance to a cave looks like, I guess, where they just go underground and there's cheese in these caves.
Yeah, that looks like an intense, like, military base entrance.
But if you want to gain weight, just eat a lot of fat.
My phone just vibrated even though it's on Do Not Disturb and I don't have a text.
Someone hit.
No, I don't have a text. They didn't do notify anyway. It just buzzed and it's 2:28 and 22 and 28 are my two numbers and it's 2:28 right now. So it's
I'm the guy who hits notify anyway. Always.
That's very funny to me. Oh yeah, I think you did it to me yesterday.
Hate it, dude.
I was in a play.
Oh, I don't care. I don't care where you are.
I was in the theater and I feel my phone buzz and I literally said to Joe's mom, I was like, my phone's on Do Not Disturb and I just felt someone text me. It was you.
Always. I'll always do it to my little sister. I will always. Don't give me the option. I'm hitting notify anyway. What do you mean?
That's so funny.
If I'm texting someone, it's not just a get back to me when you up.
No, answer me now. No, no. Well, that's good because like I will always have my phone on Do Not Disturb, and there are very few people that I'm okay with like hearing from always. You're on that list.
Oh, that's
you
nice.
You are. And the people that are on that list know they're on the list.
Oh, nice. Now I know. I can hit notify anyway. I won't feel bad.
Yeah, I know. Don't feel bad. But yeah. Yeah, like my friend Bailey, she called, like our friendship is like calling each other our whole lives. And I told her, I was like, because my phone's always on a do not disturb. Well, because I wake up, and I'm sure you do too, with like all of your things that you're doing. Like I will wake up to like 40 text messages a day, several missed calls, like many emails. And that's the minimum. Like so one night, like I'll wake up to 80 sometimes, 80 texts.
Are
like
you fucking kidding me?
No.
Are they notifying you anyway, or are they just...
No, these are like group texts. And I'm like, this is, and then people be like, why didn't you see this? Oh my God. It'll take me an hour sometimes to go through my phone in the morning. And it's honestly ridiculous. So anyway, that's why that's there. So I told my friend Bailey, I was like, if you call me, you can like just call me twice, because that's how you like, but you can always do that. And she's like, perfect. Okay. And I, to my parents that too. I give them and Joe.
You give them the notify anyway, okay?
Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty much the list.
Nice.
You, Bailey,
that's
Joe,
awesome.
my parents.
Oh, that's 5.
Sorry
I'm
if you
on
didn't make the list. You're on the list if you know I love you. But
Yeah. I might go eat some cheese now after this, though.
yeah, I'm going to Chipotle.
What's your order?
Or Qdoba. I didn't order anything yet.
You can go to... Oh, wait. Were we talking about that? I thought there's one over here. Was that you and me? Yeah, there's one over here.
Mm-hmm. The Qdoba?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. That's where I'm going to go. Trip my shelf.
What are you going to get?
I like to get the bowl, like the shell bowl. Ugh.
Oh, like a taco shell?
Yeah.
They do that?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like, well, it's not taco. Well, yeah, I guess it is, but it's hard. And it's a bowl. And then they fill it, and then, I used to get that in college.
It's not,
so
it's like cardboard?
No.
Oh, it's taco shell?
Yeah, it's edible.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, it's, yeah. But like, it's not, Yeah. Anyway, I don't know what I'm saying, but it's so good. That's my favorite. What do you like to get?
I haven't been to Qdoba in a while. I need to go to Qdoba. Chipotle though, I don't know. That varies. I do a lot of the build my own. I like if I'm doing a burrito, I don't want as much stuff in it. Like I just want like chicken, cheese, and lettuce, and some kind of sauce, maybe a bean. Like I don't want to be throwing in. I like the stuff on the side, like the pico de gallo and all that on the side.
Oh,
Yeah, like I don't need all that in there.
yeah, that's fair.
Just like I like a breakfast burrito. I want just cheese, egg, and maybe tater tots.
Oh, that sounds so good.
Yeah.
I don't know why I haven't thought about that.
Yeah, tater tots, cheese, and eggs. That's what I want my breakfast
wow.
burrito.
Yeah, like I'm not a big fan of the meat either because like it's like too much. It's like, and in the morning I'm like, I don't need all
Well,
that.
I think people going back to the whole meat argument, things like that. I think people just add it because I think they're supposed to all the time. Like best slice of pizza is cheese pizza.
Yeah.
I don't need. Of course, there's other ones that are really good, but
Yeah.
if I'm getting a slice of pizza, I'm just getting a slice of cheese. I don't need. You don't need all the other stuff all the time.
Yeah. No,
You
it's
don't-
so true.
You don't need to throw in all the. Of course, I like it, but I don't know. Like a quesadilla doesn't need to have all these peppers and onions and all these things in it.
Well, I do like all that. Quesadilla is like a little, well, because I don't like the type of cheese that they put in there.
Cheddar.
Yeah, and I'm like, so I like the peppers and stuff, but
Then make your quesadillas any way you want. You can do like I'll do mozzarella parmesan in my quesadilla, or I do like blue cheese, caramelized onions, and brisket. Love that one.
wow.
Yeah.
I love remembering that like at places like this, I have free will and I can get something different because I'm such a creature of habit. Like the order that I have for Qdoba and for Chipotle is the order that I've had since the first time I ever went.
That's my Wawa order, but yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, no, Wawa, I vary. But yeah, I love being at these places, remembering I have free will and like, yeah, hearing something like that. And you're like, oh, yeah, let me do this. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, that's so good. And I get stuck on it. But yeah, that's where I'm going to take myself because I
What
have
is your order? Oh, taco shell.
the taco shell with like rice and beans and chicken. And I put everything in there.
In the bowl, I will put everything, not in the burrito though.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
I like rice in my burritos.
I love chips, and my biggest pet peeve with these locations
chips.
is when they like cheap out on the chips. Like Chipotle, the fact that they're pre-made pisses me off. Really irks the shit out of me. Qdoba, they'll just spoon that in there. Spoon it in.
Oh, they pre-make the bags, you're saying?
Yeah. And like one time they like cheaped out on my bag and I was like,
Give me another.
can I have one more scoop? And they're like, okay. And they
Yeah.
gave it to me, but like it costs you nothing. Especially the person standing behind the register. Doesn't matter to you.
And they go, it's like they're protecting the caves of cheese.
Yeah, you're right. Like, come on, you're not protecting
This
the
isn't a
cave
cave
of
of
cheese.
cheese, okay?
This isn't the caves of cheese. It's not that serious. Give me my chips. No, I love
I love a hot
chips.
chip. Chips are my favorite snack.
me too.
100%. When people tell me they don't like chips, what are you doing? What do you mean there's so many different kinds?
They're the best. I just ordered. I'm so excited. I got blue chips. And
Blue
I
corn
love-
chips?
Yes. And I
No,
love
the best
blue
chip. You
corn
got to go to Wegmans. And this is one of my favorite chip ever. Black bean chips that
Ooh.
Wegmans makes. They have like 5 grams of fiber and like 5 grams of protein, like all this, but they have this texture in them that they're so good. The black bean chips at Wegmans are so fucking good.
I trust you because
Yes.
you love chips
Yes.
and I love chips.
I don't know. I actually had this conversation with Matt recently where I said, let's break down our favorite chips, and we had to break it down in categories of potato chips, corn chips, and then the extracurriculars or whatever.
Extracurriculars.
Like a black bean chip or
Like,
a yuca chip,
Okay.
or whatever the hell else they're making chips out
Yeah.
of. They make bean chips, or that's black bean chip, but they make other chips.
I really I go through phases. Like we'll go through like a barbecue chip phase where I'm like,
What's your favorite brand of barbecue?
I just go with Lay's.
Lay's makes a really good barbecue.
Yeah.
Favorite sour cream and onion? Because that's my second favorite. Is this brand?
Is Lay's?
Hers.
Hers.
It's hers. I feel like
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
I feel like a lot of chip companies now have skimped on
Mm.
the dusting that they put on. Not her sour cream and onion.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow,
they're
you're making me
sour.
want to go to Wawa and like get some
Yeah.
chips.
I know.
We should get sponsored by a chip company, and every episode we can eat some chips and salsa, different chips.
That's a great idea.
Yeah,
I love chips. And
we'll
salsa.
drink. Well, I mean, drink. Suddenly,
We'll
I was
drink
like,
the chips, too.
suddenly I was thinking coffee. We could get sponsored by coffee. If anyone would like to sponsor us, we'll eat your chips on camera.
We'll drink your coffee. And eat your
ASMR.
chips. Oh yeah. Oh, we could do a crunch testing.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be great.
We should go into the history of chips.
We should. This is a fantastic idea. The last one I wanted to say.
Okay, go ahead. Is it about chips?
Yeah,
Okay.
the garden salsa sun chips are like another one of my like extra.
Fantastic. Yes, those are great.
Yeah.
But so when the tavern, we get our like tortillas in, and then we make our own chips, like for our stuff. So when they're deep frying the chips, I just stand there, and they bring them in, and then it's hot chips. It's hot chips. You get to eat a hot chip. It's so good.
Yes. No. Wow. I can't wait for my
chips. I'm gonna go eat chips. Yes. I love them. I wish it was a good chip. It's not a healthy chip.
I love this fun fact about you. This is very funny.
There's not a healthy chip. Do you know people that don't like chips?
Not off the top of my head, but like
so
I feel like there's
many fun
like
chips.
chip eaters and then cookie eaters. You know, there's like kind of like
Chips over cookies.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
But I love chocolate chip cookies with milk.
Yeah. Okay.
That's like my favorite. Like at the end of the day, I love to eat that.
My sister gave me. This is gonna be the longest episode ever.
I
It has
know.
nothing to do with the fucking topic. My sister gave me this box of food from snacks from around the world.
Oh, that's thoughtful.
Yeah, it was nice. And I thought it was a gag gift. I was like, God, what is these? It was au jus potato chips. They weren't my favorite ones, but I still ate them. But then there was these mayonnaise chips from France. So good.
Oh, really?
So good. Other ones. There was egg yolk popcorn. I thought this was definitely a gag. It was like this cream. It was so good. It's creamy popcorn. What were you gonna say?
No. It doesn't matter. I want to hear about the other snacks.
There was all kinds of stuff. Watermelon chocolate chip cookies.
What?
Tasted pretty good. Everything in that box was actually really good.
Wow, watermelon.
Yeah, and that one was from like Sweden or something.
That's weird. That's a weird one.
Yeah. Then there was a lot in there. I liked it all.
Yeah, that sounds really fun. That's a good gift. I like that. Then you get to try. Like one time I got a gift from I guess I don't know who gave this to me. But it wasn't snacks from all around the world, but it was just like a ginormous box of snacks.
Chips.
Yeah,
Oh,
like of
okay.
chips and snacks, and it was huge. And I was like, this is the best gift ever.
Do you like Cheetos count as chips?
Mm-hmm.
They do. Okay, good.
Oh, well.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay,
no,
yeah.
no.
I was like, me too. Yeah.
I guess. Yeah, sure.
Cheese puffs.
I love cheese puffs.
Oh yeah, I can eat the fucking dude. They become so addictive.
Yeah, I love cheese puffs and Fritos.
Oh yeah.
Love
Oh.
Fritos.
3D Doritos. I love like the puffed up stuff.
Yes, the popcorn chips.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Sometimes I
Pop
get.
chips
Oh
and
my god!
stuff.
I get into like a fixation over those sometimes.
So there's a thing. There's a book called Salt, Sugar, Fat, Acid. I think Acid might be the sequel. Salt, Sugar, Fat, Acid is the sequel. But there's this thing called Bliss Point, and it has to do with sugar and the exact amount of sugar that they put in things. And then there's a crunch point, and it's how we get addicted to the crunches. And they realized it first with like Cheetos and 3D Doritos and all this. And I don't know, maybe they didn't first realize it with that, but there was a whole chapter on the crunch point and how we're so addicted to that crunch.
Well, do you watch like I get? Oh my god! Like my For You page on TikTok is pretty embarrassing because it's like it's like
I wonder what mine is.
I watch. There's like this thing now it's probably going to pop up on your For You page, but I watch many people and I'll watch every single one of them because it's ridiculous. But there are these people that go, so there's a new dessert that like people are doing a new dessert trend where it's like a crunchy outside and then like but they are shaped like different fruits, like the mango, and it's beautiful. Like there's like a mango, a grape, a raspberry, a blueberry, and it's all these different shapes, but it's like but it's really a mousse dessert. But the outside is crunchy. And there are these people on TikTok who will like sit in their car and they'll be like, all right, like I'm going to try all these desserts. And like the thing that keeps you hooked is the crunch. Like watching them eat it. I watch every single one of them. It's embarrassing, and I want, like every once in a while, I'm like, where can I find one of those? And I'm pretty sure that one opened up in New Hope. So like the next time I go to New Hope, where you can get these types of desserts, but what will be really disappointing is if it doesn't have a crunchy outside, then I'd be like, oh my God.
Okay, so we're gonna end this on a cheese.
Yes,
there's
good.
this cheese that my mom got, and I was eating it, and I don't remember what it was, but I took a bite of it and was just like, oh my God, it was so good. But there was these like flakes of some crunchiness in it. I don't know what it was, but like you cut it and it's like it was kind of brittle. You know, you go to cut it and it breaks down a little bit, and you eat it, and there was this little crunch inside of it. And I don't know, it must have been some kind of, because mold's good in cheese sometimes, right? Right. There some kind of bacteria or whatever it is, but it created this little crunch and this creaminess. Oh my God, it was so good. I don't know what it was.
That's
I
amazing.
might never know again.
Don't you hate that when you find something and you're like, that was the best thing I've ever had, and you don't know what it was.
Now it's so much easier for us to remember that stuff with phones. And
Yeah.
back then, just think one day, I was watching this little video.
We can't stop. We
And
can't
guy,
be
and
stopped.
this guy was like, it was like cowboys were going in to buy some chocolate. That's what they were doing. They were going to buy a few things, but one of them was chocolate, and it was a Swiss chocolate, and it was maybe the 1880s. And the guy's selling the chocolate at the counter in the shop, and the guy's like, what's the most expensive, chocolate or like something or whatever he got in here? And he's like, we have this chocolate. And he goes, what does it taste like? And he says, well, I don't know. And he said, you got this thing in the shop with you this whole time, and you're not going to eat it? So the cowboy buys the chocolate. I think he's an outlaw, some kind of outlaw, and gives him a piece, and he says, like, it's a shame for you not to be able to try this. It's sitting right here in front of you. And that took me away from veganism too. Because why not? You live a little bit. Just eat stuff.
Yeah, just eat stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's a good lesson. Enjoy your life the way you want to. If you want to be vegan and that is the best way to live your life, yes. If you want to break into the cheese caves, I support you. Go get your cheese.
Oh, definitely support you.
Go get that cheese.
Oh my gosh. I definitely support whoever wants to break into the cheese caves.
Yes.
We got to get somebody on board with that.
Yes.
We got to get like who's ever really, we got to make that a thing.
Yeah, I agree.
We got to get those cheese caves open.
I agree.
There's something going on there.
There's something.
Stinky.
It's stinky cheese. Stinky cheese.
All right. Well, that's government cheese. I hope if you didn't listen to the last hour of this, you got something for the first hour.
Yeah, man. Do you think it was 2 hours?
I don't know.
About that? No, it's like an hour and a half.
Oh my God, it wasn't that long.
We did a great job.